Talking fishing, nothing but fishing, we're talking fishing.
Product of the week, brought to you by Tackle World, now with 8 great locations around Victoria. Tackle World, where our advice is priceless, that's why it's for free.
See it down at Tackle World today.
Now, Adam, just before we start Product of the Week, Trelly, I'm worried. Do we need the dump button? Because on the sheet it says flop, juicer, ringer, steamer, and seeker.
Streamer.
Oh, streamer, not steamer.
You started already, haven't you? Don't put things
Do
on
we
mine.
need a dump button?
We're talking, hit the dump button.
Get on
Let's
with
go.
Product of the Week. I want to see what this is.
I'm
Right,
excited.
we're
Let's have a look at these things.
Well, with the kingfish going crazy, we've got to talk about vertical jigs, don't we? Which come
We
into
do.
their own at this time of year.
Yeah.
There's a relatively new brand on the market called Entice. Now they do a series of different things, but vertical jigs are one of their big one, and we're just going to go through a little bit of their range because they do cover a few different things and a lot of things that we should be experimenting with in Victoria, but don't. The first one's the flop, as you said before. And
Is this
the
one no
flop-
good?
No, this one's all right. But
It's not a flop.
No, it's not a flop. Now, there's heaps more colours than what's shown on the screen. It's just my car's only got a 1.5 tonne towing capacity, so I have to be
You don't
careful
bring
with
so
what I
many.
bought. The flop is exactly what it says. Now, it's a slow working jig.
Yeah.
All the jigs we've seen previously, and we use a lot in Victoria, very high speed, 3 drops of the jig, and you're pretty well over it because you're knackered. These are a slow jig. They're designed to flop, exactly what it is, through the way.
What's names to this?
Yeah, no. But through the way that it's weighted. Yeah.
On your Nick, did you name these? Nick?
Guaranteed
Hey?
you probably did. These are weighted in the middle and they're designed to actually fall over itself on the drop.
Yeah.
So as you let it drop, it falls over on itself and it just keeps doing that all the way to the bottom.
Flip, flop.
These are great for when the fish are holding real deep and you can't get them to eat anything. Because you can hold these in the strike zone longer because you're jigging slower,
Yep.
they're very, very shiny. There's a lot of metallics on them. A few glow-in-the-dark ones designed to throw light, but slowly. So you can basically annoy them into eating it.
Now, should point out that all these jigs come in a range of sizes as well. Probably, if I was to say roughly, anywhere between 60 grams and 300 grams across most of the models.
Correct, across most ranges. So it does cover the
Covers
micro
everything.
jigging market as well.
Yeah, everything.
The next one's the juicer. Very,
The juicer.
very similar to the flop in its action, but it's very, very heavy for its size. Again, this is a slow pitch jig. Work them slow and let them do their thing. This one's got more of a big keel on the back. It will actually sit horizontal longer than what the flop will.
Yep.
This will want to sit on its side and almost flutter. But it does have you can actually manipulate that jig through its weight because it is so heavy to fall. So like the flop, this will try and flutter.
Yep.
But if you just give it a little tap, it'll want to fall over on itself.
It's not a flop, is it?
I've got to say, I mean, that's glittering in your hand.
Yeah.
I've
There's
got to
heaps of
say, and
colours.
it might be a little bit hard to pick it up on the TV for you people at home, but the colour, the finish on
Yeah.
that is second to none.
Exactly.
Seriously, that
And it's
is
and
a
it's
great
designed-
manufactured jig.
And the actual
Big
pattern of the shine, which you could say,
Yeah.
is designed specifically for these type jigs because they're so slow. You've got almost like a swirly pattern in the reflectiveness of it, so that you've got light going everywhere. It'll catch any light that can penetrate the water. These will catch it and throw it at the kingfish because they're super inquisitive. But again, when the fish are quiet, these are great because you can annoy them. The ringer's the next one. These are probably the more traditional jig that we're used to using in Victoria.
Yep.
Drop them to the bottom and work them like a madman.
Yep.
They don't have much natural action, and you're probably going to get more of a bite reaction when it's high speed retrieve than you are on the drop. So there's a purely a high speed jig, and what we're accustomed to using in the rip. So they're great.
Did you name that one, the ringer?
I didn't name it, but Nick, I think, stitched me up on that one because it's long and skinny.
So the ringer is named after Adam
Thanks,
Ringer.
Nick.
There you go.
Caught in the ringer.
The next one's the streamer, not the steamer, that we spoke about before. This is a great searching jig. It does have action, so it wants to shimmy, so it wants to throw a lot of light, but you can use it quick as well as slow. So it's got one straight side, one concave side,
that's
and
interesting.
it will try and fall, but not as violently as the flop and say the juicer. So work this a little bit quicker, but you don't have to go crazy with it. So it's quite a versatile jig. These will be one of the big ones, I think, for down here because you can do so many things with them and they suit the water conditions down here really well. So look out for the streamer. And the Seeker, I think would have to be one of my favourites because without a doubt it's the most universal and most, I guess, you can make it do what you want when you want to do it. Jig it fast and you'll get the same sort of action as you will out of a ringer. Fish it slow, and because one side has got basically a long keel up the whole flank of it, it'll want to shimmy, it'll want to shake. Depending on how comfortable you are with jigging, depending on if you want to work it slow, fast, you can basically do everything with this jig without changing jigs 400 times. So that reflective tape almost into the colour of it is just ridiculous.
There's no sticker or nothing that you can actually feel with your hand.
Exactly right. They're all 100% smooth.
Excuse me, it's just a great finish.
They come in some beautiful colours. The weights are brilliant for our game plan down here. Everything from 100 to 250 grams. They're a great little jig. Small profile. Again, if the fish are being quite funny, we get a lot of yakkers, a lot of slimies. That's about the size of our bait fish down here. So that's going to work a treat. I think that'll be one of the bigger ones, and we'll see some good fish get caught on these in the next few weeks.
Talking fishing. Talking fishing, nothing but fishing, we're talking fishing.
Product of the week. Brought to you by Tackle World. Now with 8 great locations around Victoria. Tackle World, where our advice is priceless. That's why it's for free.
See you down at Tackle World today.
Now, Adam, just before we start product of the week, Trelly, I'm worried. Do we need the dump button because on the sheet it says flop, juicer, ringer, steamer, and seeker.
Streamer.
Oh, streamer, not steamer.